Right, everyone, thanks for the time and opportunity that given to our group. We are from group 8. We'll explain about models in education management. Okay, I'm Ester Zebua as the first speaker and Yosef Yanuarius Zega as the second or the last speakers. Okay, we continue part A, school-based management. School-based management, or SBM, is essential a harmonization of research that is carried out independently by schools by involving all stakeholders directly related to schools in the decision-making process to meet the needs of improving school quality or to achieve national education goals. Characteristic of school-based management is first, provide management or organizational or transformational leadership in achieving school goals. Second is improve the quality of student learning. The third is empowering staff and praising personnel who can serve the needs of students. The fourth is identify the required resource and allocate resource according to need. The fifth is develop school plans and formulate plans for their own schools. The next is develop a curriculum that is suitable and responsive to the needs of students and society. And the last one is have staff with MBAs inside manage school fund effectively and efficiently. SBM model in Indonesia. This model is known as School-Based Quality Improvement Management or MPMBAs. This model gives schools greater autonomy, provides flexibility to school, and encourage the direct participation of schools members to improve school quality. Alright, we continue part B, models in education management. The first model is classical management or scientific management. Classical or scientific management is often interpreted differently. The first meaning, scientific management is the application of scientific methods in the study, analysis, and solving of organizational problems. The second meaning, scientific management is a set of mechanisms or techniques or a bag of risks to improve efficiency and organizational effectiveness. The scientific management approach was developed by Frederick Taylor based on the concept of job planning to obtain efficiency, standardization, specialization, and simplification. Taylor's four basic principles of scientific or classical management are: first, every work performed by a person must be described according to its parts and his scientific way to do each part of the work assigned to him. Second is, there must be good cooperation between superiors and subordinates so that all tasks can be carried out according to plan. The third is there must be a division of labor between superiors and subordinates. And the last is managers must carry out supervisory activities, give orders, and decide what must be done, while workers must be free to do the work assigned to them. The weaknesses of classical theory are broadly: first, classical theory is a time-bound theory. Second, classical theory has deterministic characteristic. Third is this theory formulates its assumption explicitly. Henry Fayol was an important figure in this school. He gave the main attention to managerial activities. The ability to become a value is an important aspect that is most needed in the company's operations. Fayol divides management into four functions. First function is planning, second is organizing, third is actuating, and the last is controlling, or we can say POAC. Okay, the second model is neoclassical management or human relations. This approach appears to revise the classical management theory, which doesn't fully result in production efficiency and work harmony. Experts further complement classical management theory by applying sociology and psychology in management. Master Beck, a German professor of psychology who is known as the father of industrial psychology, suggested that management techniques use the result of psychological experiments. For example, various psychological methods can be used to select certain characteristics that match the needs of a job. He also suggested that social and cultural factors should be considered in an organization. Munsterberg's main contribution to management was the application of industrial psychology to management. Hawthorne research conducted by Mayo resulted that human relation is a general term that is often used to describe the way managers interact with their subordinates in a human way. The assumption is that if the personal management motivates employees well, the human relation in the organization will be good. When moral and efficiency decline, human relation in the organization decline. The limitation of this theory of human relation is that the concept of social being doesn't fully describe the individuals in the workplace. Improvement in working condition and a job satisfaction didn't result in a significant change in productivity. The social environment in the workplace isn't the only place where workers interact with other units outside of the workplace. The group study changed their behavior because they felt their group became the object and subject research. That's all my explanation, and we'll continue by Yosef, Yanuarius, Zega.
Okay, thanks for the time given to me. I would like to continue explain our material about the mothers in education management. Number 3, organizational system management. The definition of system. According Fitzgerald, a system can be defined as a network of interrelated procedures that are joined together to perform an activity or to accomplish a specific objective. It is in effect all the ingredients which make up the whole. Dalam definisi ini ditekankan pada prosedur untuk melaksanakan aktivitas ke arah pencapaian tujuan yang lebih spesifik. Why education requires a system approach? The system approach is an analytical method or technique that is specifically called system analysis, which mainly function or solving problems and decision making. In this case, the system approach is associated with scientific methods. System analysis includes recognizing a problem, identifying relevant variables, and analyzing and statisticing factors, and the last determining conclusion in the form of an activity program. There are several reasons why education requires a system approach. The first, educational instruction have become increasingly complex and increasingly difficult to manage. Maksudnya, lembaga-lembaga pendidikan telah menjadi semakin kompleks dan semakin sulit untuk dikelola. Maksudnya dalam cara-cara tradisional ya, dalam pengelolaan atau manajemen tidak mampu lagi atau kurang efektif untuk menyelesaikan tugas-tugas yang sesuai dengan perkembangan pendidikan. The second, change that occur in educational organization are getting faster. Dalam ini, perubahan-perubahan yang terjadi dalam organisasi pendidikan semakin lama semakin cepat. Banyak pengelola pendidikan mengalami kesulitan dalam mengikuti perubahan dalam dunia pendidikan. Oleh karena itu, tidak mungkin menjadi ahli dalam segala bidang, maka diperlukan pendekatan yang dapat memecahkan masalah yang semakin kompleks tersebut. The third, there is still a shortage of professional education system and unit managers. Maksudnya, masih langka para pengelola sistem dan satuan pendidikan yang profesional. Dalam situasi seperti ini, pendekatan sistem sangat membantu mereka dalam merencanakan, mengorganisasi, memimpin, dan mengendalikan sistem pendidikan. Therefore, the relatively rapid growth of education and development accompanied by a significant increase in the budget after reduce the awareness that there are mistakes in planning and managing education. Maksudnya, pertumbuhan pendidikan dan perkembangan yang relatif cepat disertai pertambahan anggaran yang tidak sedikit seringkali mengurangi kesadaran bahwa terdapat kekeliruan dalam merencanakan dan mengelola pendidikan. Dengan dana yang kurang memadai, kunci keberhasilan kegiatan pendidikan akan banyak bergantung pada ketetapan dan kemampuan untuk merencanakan dan mengelola kegiatan tersebut. Dalam hal ini, pendekatan sistem dapat membantu perencana pendidikan untuk meningkatkan efisiensi dan efektivitas penggunaan sumber-sumber untuk pendidikan. And the last, public trust in educational institution needs to be increased. Dalam hal ini, kepercayaan masyarakat terhadap lembaga pendidikan perlu ditingkatkan. Untuk itu diperlukan sistem agar efektivitas dan efisiensi juga meningkat. There are some the advantages of the system approach in managing education, such as the first, the mission, goals, and objective of educational institutions can be described more clearly. The second, the formulated program are always directed at the goals and objective. The third, the orientation of activity is directed to the final result. Therefore, planning is seen as an integral part of the overall operations of an educational institution of organization. The fifth, resources can be allocated more effectively based on appropriate scale, arranged according to the amount of contribution to the achievement of goals. The sixth, information needed for planning and decision making can be designed and managed in an integrated manner. The seventh, all activity can be focused on achieving goals so that can be reduced to a minimum. The eighth, the management leadership can be assessed on the result of his work objectively because the target of his work is clear. The ninth, managers can develop their creativity within the limits of the authority that has been set, as long as they remain oriented towards to the end goals. And the last, accountability can be formulated clearly and operationally. The fourth, bureaucracy management. In terms of education in Indonesia, nationally the education bureaucracy is held by the Minister of National Education atau Kementerian Pendidikan dan Kebudayaan, which is then continue at the provincial to district or city levels. Some of the hierarchies of the educational bureaucracy system are based on Undang-Undang Nomor 22 Tahun 1999 Pasal 62 yang menyatakan bahwa the education office in the district or city area states with implementing the central government's program. Bureaucracy in education is an educational organization of all levels can be classified as follows. The first, there is specialization and division of tasks, clear authority. The second, hierarchy of power at every level. The third, emphasizes the use of general rules to control the behavior of its member. The fourth, the existence of impersonality in organizational relationship. And the last, the division of work is distributed based on competence and expertise. Through a clear division of labor in accordance with the position and authority, it is hoped that there will be effectiveness and efficiency in realizing the goals of national education, so that the quality of education in the country can continue to experience significant development. That's all explanation for me. Thank you.